managers, this are FFP game week 8. Premier League football is back, and so is Fantasy Premier League, and so is our FFP. To take a look at game week 7, the most scoring player was Michael Antonio for West Ham against Ipswich. Remember, he scored a goal and gave 3 assists. He managed 18 points. This game week 8, the most transferred in player, Art Johnson of Tottenham. He has scored in 6 games in a row. There is Brian Mbeumo of Brentford. He's been on form. And lastly, Dwight McNeil of Everton. Considering the FDR, it's good to have him and his low budget. Most transferred out players. At number 1, we have Luis Diaz of Liverpool. And then we have Joao Pedro of Brighton. And lastly, we have Nisa Mazrui of Manchester United. But he is back, considering we heard that he had been injured and will be out for weeks. Luckily, he is back, so you can get him back due to his price. Players to watch this game week, we have Dilap versus Everton, and then Raya for Arsenal against Bournemouth, and lastly, the outright captain Erling Haaland versus Wolves away. Quickly, we dive in to the Premier League predictions. Number 1, early kickoff. Tottenham Hotspur taking on West Ham at the Tottenham Stadium. I see Tottenham winning 2-1. Fulham taking on Villa, 1-1 draw at the Graven Cottage. Ipswich taking on Everton at Portman Road, 1-1 draw. Man United facing Brentford at Old Trafford. Man United win 2-1. I think they'll bounce back. And then Newcastle inviting Brighton at the St. James Park. Newcastle win 2-1. Southampton takes on Leicester at the St. Mary's Stadium, 2-2 draw. Bournemouth taking on Arsenal at the Vitality. I see Arsenal winning 2-0. And Wolves inviting Manchester City at the Molineux Stadium. Manchester City win 4-0. Liverpool facing Chelsea at Anfield, 2-2 draw. And lastly, Forest versus Crystal Palace, 1-1 draw. That is it for game week 8. Hakuna Matata.